to today's daily market recap. Today is 11th of September and it's Wednesday. So, before we begin with our daily market analysis, we will touch on some of the topics that we always talk about, that is, focusing on previous day high and low. We look into the candle formation and try to see like how price reacts if there are like larger wicks. We look into the concept of power of 3 as well, time, FVG, SMT, as well as standard deviations. So, last week, again, like we spoke yesterday, we aggressively closed below the BPR or the balanced price range, and because of that, the idea was to continue heading lower. However, the second portion that we discussed was if the price wants to go higher, then we would like to see the week close above the balanced price range. So let's go and see like what happened today. Again, today is Wednesday and we had CPI. Okay, so this is the candle. That's the Wednesday's candle, that is today's candle, which you see already printed, and it's aggressively bullish. You can see that price has already closed above this weekly BPR as well as this daily CB. We have closed above it. So the idea would be to now reach this high. Yesterday we said that if the price wants to get rejected from this weekly BPR, then we'll continue to the low and this will be our sell side liquidity. That's the target. However, if we plan on expanding higher, then potentially this is the target. I did not take this out and you can see that we have already hit this target today. And now we are into this daily CB, which is this blue box. So if price really wants to continue going higher, then we would like to see price close above these down close candles, validating these to be an order block, as well as change in state of delivery and a potential market structure shift. Okay, so focusing on today, let's go and see or look into the 4-hour chart. So you could see this is the 6 a.m. candle and this is the 2 a.m. candle. If you look at it, the 6 a.m. candle did not close above the high of 2 a.m. candle, which made me bearish for the day, or at least for the next 4 hours. So going into the 10 a.m., I was focusing on lower price action. You can see that the 6 a.m. candle did not close above the 2 a.m. 4-hour candle high, as well as you will see a large rejection or large wick right at the top of the 6 a.m. 4-hour candle. Alright, so let's go into the 15-minute chart as well as the 5-minute chart. So if you look at the 15-minute chart, this is the SMT that we formed right before the market open. So let's focus on the price and the times first. So this point is our previous day high and we have our previous low day low here. If you look at the daily open, this is our daily open. Now we wanted to see price higher or lower. Like I said yesterday, I wasn't sure because we were right in this weekly BPR. So there is a potential chance to get rejected as well. Or we can just bypass the BPR and start expanding higher. So today was the day where my bias was. I was not clear on my bias. So I just wanted to see like how 2 a.m. and a 6 a.m. 4-hour candle closes, which we just saw. So going into the day at 10 a.m. I was bearish. Not in the long term though, but at least like for the next 4 hours I was focusing on like bearish price action. All right, so if you look at here, our daily open, it made a little bit a higher, we can see like a higher price action, and then we started continuing lower. Right around the midnight open, we again continued lower, and then we started moving higher. So I was focused on like what happens during the London session. So you can see like from the midnight open until almost like 4, we were expanding higher. So in that situation, you can see that probably this is like the manipulation leg, and now we are expanding higher, right? So coming into the 9:30, which is the market open, you can see that we got an aggressive rejection to the downside, right? And this is where I was focusing on, because again, the 6 a.m. candle did not close at that time, right? 6 a.m. candle closed right here, which is 10 a.m. So the 6 a.m. 4-hour candle was still in the formation, but you can see that the price closed right in the middle of this order block. So if you plan on marking this as an order block, you can see that this candle tried to close. I'll just take the bodies right at the mean threshold of this bullish order block, and because of this, again, this becomes a little bit dicey to understand like where we are heading. So I wanted to see another candle close to see like where exactly we are heading, and you can see that this candle, the 9:45 15-minute candle, closed below the mean threshold. When this happens, there is a very likelihood of a chance that we are heading lower now. So right at 9:45 15 a.m. candle close, we had our 10 a.m. open. So now since we closed below the mean threshold of this bullish order block, I wanted to see right at 10 price manipulate a little bit higher to continue expanding lower, and then potentially target these lows, which is the previous day low. So what I did was I went into the 5-minute chart. And on the 5-minute chart, I want to see like an aggressive displacement right after 10 a.m. right? So 10 a.m. we did a manipulation higher, and then you can see that the price started displacing lower. So this is the point where you know that, hey, right here, not only did we close below the mean threshold of a 15-minute order block, but we also inversed this bullish BC, 5-minute BC. We inversed it here. Right at 10, we had a move higher. So then after the close of this candle here, which is the close below this up close candle, validating this as an order block, now I'm not expecting price to come back here if we are truly bearish, right? So after the candle close, essentially I'm not expecting price to take this high. And again, the idea was that we'll reach like this previous day low, which was here, but of course we saw a lot more than that. We just continued lower for a while, and then we started expanding higher. But that was the only entry that I saw throughout the day. After that, I know that there was one entry that formed here during the reversal, which was a 2022 buy model. The only problem is the wick that balanced out this unbalanced price range, which was right at lunchtime, which is like 12. So I was not focusing because I do not trade like lunch hours. So that is not something that I was focusing on. But this was like one of the trades that I saw. I know that you can just take out like some of the contracts and then keep holding a lot of contracts for like your runner a lot, or probably like just 2 or 3 contracts. If you have like, let's say like 6 contracts, probably take like 75% off on your primary target and then keep on holding for the rest. I typically don't do that. I take most of our positions off. Runners is something that I typically don't keep. Sometimes I do, but yes, if you do, then great. But for me, this was good. It was a very short trade, but it purged pretty fast. So over and all, it was a very good day again for to read price. And again, one more thing, that the entire direction was validated by this SMT, which we formed like right at 9:30, because after the rejection, we knew that the price was not going to come here. Once we closed below this 5-minute busy, this one. All right, so that was the analysis for today. Tomorrow I am expecting bullish price action again. So if we look at like tomorrow's day, since we have a change in state of delivery as well as market structure shift, I'm expecting price to continue expanding higher. Now there might be a chance that we come back to test this busy on a 4-hour before we expand higher. But I'm still expecting price, even if it comes down, makes a wick, to continue expanding higher. And now our target would be this. The only interesting thing is right now we are in this daily SIBI. But since we have closed above the mean threshold of this SIBI, I'm expecting price to continue higher. We'll see what happens today. And again, I'll be focusing more on the 4-hour candle, and the candles that I focus is the 2 a.m. as well as the 6 a.m. candle. So all right, but that's all for today. I'll make another video tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Thank you.